Was college really worth it? I'm going to give you my perspective as a designer. My name is Michelle, and if you're new here, I release weekly videos on marketing, web design, and content creation strategies. But today, I'm going to focus on what it took to do web design, marketing, and content creation. Before I go any further, be sure to give this video a like if any of this resonates with you. I really appreciate the support. Now, every story is different, and this is just my perspective, but I do feel like there's a good message in this. So, looking back, college was mostly a very expensive way to spend 4 years of my life. I am still paying on my student loans. I didn't have a ton of scholarships and I didn't have assistance, so I had to finance it all on my own. When all is said and done, I will have spent the better part of 20 years paying for those four. Money aside, let's talk about what I learned in college. A lot of people might think I learned how to create websites. No, I learned how to create a Flash website, but those don't exist anymore. You might think I learned how to use all of those design programs. Also, no. You were expected to figure that stuff out on your own. I did do a lot of projects in the last 2 years, but most of those projects I've never actually done in a real job. Mostly, I learned how to be stressed, how to attempt to balance life, work, and school, mostly unsuccessfully. And at the end of the day, do I feel like it was a transformative experience for me as a designer? The sad answer is no. I want to be clear though, this isn't the teacher's fault, it's not the school's fault. It really comes down to the education system itself. I feel like there are flaws and things could have been so much better. Let's talk about where my real transformation came from. My first two internships that I ever had, I got to deal with real projects on real timelines. There's a huge difference when something is a made up project and when you're dealing with real people and their opinions. Second, my internships landed me a part time job, and that job turned into a full time job after I graduated. Looking back, that first job I had was amazing for preparing me for every other job I ever got. Shout out to Steve and Nancy if you ever watch this. I learned about time and tracking your time and pushing myself to learn more. There'd often be times where I was like, I need to figure out how to code this email. I didn't learn that in college, so now I need to teach myself. Same went for web design and marketing strategies. You have to become your own educator if you want to be successful, which makes you think, why the hell did I pay all that money for college? Was it really worth it? No, and yes. No, because I found more valuable experience in real life jobs and internships. And the yes comes from the fact that in order to get those bigger jobs, I needed a little line of text on my resume that said I had a bachelor's degree. That was what was important for employers. I really wish I could have had more classes that helped me better prepare for jobs. I wish I could have taken a class that had real clients on time sensitive deadlines. That would have been amazing if the last year of school functioned as a small design agency. I wish I could have had a class on freelancing, teaching myself how to run a creative business, but I didn't. I pushed myself and I taught myself the best I could. I watched YouTube videos and coding tutorials from lynda.com. Online courses and tutorials is really where I got the most valuable information. So, part of the reason I wanted to make a video like this is for all the creative people out there who maybe decided they can't have a career in design because they don't have a degree. And that's just silly. I actually know many people who are insanely talented and were able to go on to have an amazing career, but they didn't finish their degree. You just really don't need it. It was a story I used to tell myself all the time. I believed that I couldn't run my own design business because I didn't have a business degree. But one day I woke up, I started looking at all the other people around me and was like, if they can do it, I surely can. I did all the online research and eventually made my way to becoming a full time freelancer. More of the story is just because you don't have a degree doesn't mean you can't do something. Obviously, this is not true for every industry, but when it comes to marketing and design, there's a lot of content out there that can help you get an amazing education. My experience has really taught me the value of putting information out for others to help them on their design journey. I love being able to create tutorials, whether it's about web design or any creative how to. I really hope to be in the position one day to really make an impact on others wanting to learn, whether it be through this YouTube channel or creating courses. I love helping others because I know how much it transformed my life. I'd really like to hear from you, though. I want to invite you to leave a comment on what you wish you could have learned in school or what class you would have found most transformative, even if it was an online course that you could take right now. What would make the most impact on your creative career and journey? I hope you'll participate because I really enjoy hearing other people's perspectives on this. I hope you enjoyed watching this and getting to know a little bit more about myself. Please give this video a like if you did. Subscribing doesn't hurt either. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.